Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond the Episode. I'm Dr. Whitney Gaskins and I'm here at the Lewis Latimer House. I'm so excited. I'm joined by Miss Adriana.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Where are we? Tell me more.
We're at the Lewis Howard House. We're in Flushing, Queens in New York City.
Fantastic. So we're going to go on a little tour just so you can see what you will experience when you come visit.
Yes.
All right.
Definitely.
Go ahead and take it away.
Okay, so Lewis Latimer, he was a Black inventor, innovator, poet, musician, creative, playwright,
Who
church
knew?
co-founder.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Run that list one more time because I don't think I kept track.
Poet, musician, creative, playwright, church co-founder, engineer, patent expert, draftsman.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he lived right here.
He lived right here.
How long?
26 years. So you'll see pictures of Lewis in his house. There's actually one right behind you of Lewis, his wife Mary, and one of their daughters, Jeanette, as well.
Okay.
3 generations lived in this house. So Lewis and his wife Mary,
Yes.
their 2 daughters, and
Yes.
then Lewis's mother as well lived here.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you want to start? Where do we want to go?
This room is really amazing. So we reopened in
Yes.
2024. This is the new entrance. The other side is the old entrance. This is a new introduction into who he was and the impact that he's had. So 2 things I want to highlight.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite drawings. So with the renovation, we have new vinyl on the walls. We have things that were screen printed on the walls. This is a drawing that Latimer does of himself. He's about the age of 65. And I think it's a really fun image to get an idea of kind of who he was and how he was and kind of relate to him a little more.
Oh, that's awesome.
If I can ask, what do you think is happening in this image?
I don't know. What is happening in this image? Let me see. The wide world, General Electric Company. Are they laying down a power grid?
Not laying down a power grid, that is, but keep going, keep going. That's a new one, I like it though.
Well, I was thinking of like, okay, there's this grid, ragged edge. It has this GE Electric Company. So I'm like a power plant or some sort. I have no idea. What is that?
So, okay, does Lewis look stable?
No.
Okay,
He
why
looks
not?
like he's on a beam.
Okay.
Yes.
What is he doing on this beam?
Walking across. He's doing a tightrope walk? Interesting. And he has the counterbalancing. So he can walk across a rope. Electric line.
Have you ever felt like that before?
That I was walking on a tightrope?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know. Tell me more.
Have you ever been nervous about something? Have you started something new?
All the time.
Didn't know how it was going to go?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what's happening here.
I see.
Yeah, so he's not literally, in real life, he wasn't.
He didn't
technically
actually
he was walking on a tightrope, but not literally.
It looks like he was really trying to do that activity. Okay.
Yeah. So he's about 65 years old here. He is balancing himself. He's noted his 30 years of experience in electrical innovation.
Yeah.
At this time, the board of patent control that he was working with was dissolved. So he was looking for work. So there were several options on either side of him. But he's still really open. He's kind of, trying to carefully step.
Yeah.
He's moving towards an uncertain future, but he's still really open to what's coming next.
How interesting, which makes sense about the consulting.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what the tag though.
I think just to recognize who it was.
To make sure that you knew it was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is something that you'll see throughout the space as well. He was an avid journaler, and that's how we know who he was working with and what he was doing. But he also wrote a lot, so you'll see his quotes and handwriting throughout the space as well.
Well, you said he was a poet, so the writing makes sense.
Yes. And this quote, he's urging us to seize the day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is not promised, so,
I love that.
seize the day.
Okay.
One last thing, which I think young viewers will be really interested to see. Why do you think we have shoes?
I cheated, I read it. Because I was really like, why are there shoes on the wall?
Okay.
I'm excited about it though. This was to honor him.
Yeah, by who?
Steph Curry.
By Steph Curry.
That's fantastic.
And did you see all the references on the shoes?
No, now that I missed.
Okay, so
Is
there
that
are
a patent
few.
number?
There is a patent number. So this
Okay.
one is really cool. You'll see this patent number referenced in three of the rooms.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a patent number. Anything else? Any other ways you think Steph Curry would have honored and
Well, there's
referenced
like
Latimer?
the drafting. It looks like engineering, like drawings on the
Yeah,
inside
okay.
lining.
So maybe it looks like a blueprint. It looks like a patent
Yes.
drawing. What are these images of?
That looked like a little electric circuit.
Okay.
Like, they look like circuit drawings.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what they remind me
Yeah,
of.
and then if you look on the tongue of the shoe right
the
here, do you notice anything?
I'm like, oh, I don't know. What is it? I don't want to touch all the things.
You can see it if you come like from this side.
Okay. Oh, it's a light bulb.
It's a light bulb.
I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
And
Okay.
then one other thing, the side kind of looks like a circuit board, and then there's like a lightning bolt on the bottom
it
of the
does
shoes as
look like
well.
a circuit board. These look like those Arduinos that we teach the kids the circuits on. Yeah.
Exactly.
How cool.
A lot of cool references.
Love
here.
it. That
Yeah.
is.
And
really
again, you'll
awesome.
see that one patent reference several times.
Okay.
Yeah,
What patent is that for?
you'll see it.
Oh my gosh, you're such an educator. Oh,
Okay.
I don't like when people do that back to me, apparently. Okay, so we're in here. Oh, wait, is this the patent?
So this room is a definite purpose. So
Okay.
This talks all about his career. Do you know how he got started in his career?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
So we start in this room when he's about 18, 19.
Okay.
He has just been, the war has just ended. The Civil War has just ended.
And he fought in the Civil War?
He did.
Okay.
He lied about his age. He enlisted at the age of 16, said he was 17.
Okay.
But
I
he
don't
has made his
think
way
I'm
back
that
up to the
eager.
north. You know, you'll see why also the war is really important
Okay.
to him and his family.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But he started around the age of 18, 19. He's in Boston working for a law firm, Crosby and Gold, and he's working amongst draftsmen.
Okay.
So they're ones that are creating these like super detailed technical drawings that will be used for models or just to kind of work things out.
Okay.
He's enamored with his work.
Okay.
So he borrows and purchases supplies, practices day and night, brings those drawings to supervisors.
Yeah.
Eventually becomes the draftsman of that company.
Oh.
So he's able to take on his own commissions. And again, he is completely self-taught.
So this is like an unofficial internship or apprenticeship.
Kind of. He was an office boy, so he was running a lot of the errands for other draftsmen
All of the
in
others.
that space. Yes, but he was still really determined and really intrigued by the work that they were doing. And it's like, I'm going to do this as well.
Excuse me. Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he stays at this company for 10 to 11 years. He is still making less than his white counterparts, but he's taking his own commissions.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. It's during this time where he meets Alexander Graham Bell, who was racing to draft his own patents for the telephone.
Mhm.
Yes. So we don't exactly know which drawings he participated in or which drawings he did.
So these on the wall.
In terms of the telephone patent.
okay.
Yeah. Do you know why that is?
No.
Okay. So none of the Bell papers mention Latimer's name. None of the drawings mention Latimer's name. But it's through Lewis Latimer's own journal entries
That we found
that
out.
we know. So there's actually one right over there
This
where
one?
he's describing where he is, what he's doing, and his time at night working with Alexander Graham Bell.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you ever needed hey, you should journal, there it is.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how we found out.
Yeah. So he's in Boston for some time. He moves to Connecticut.
Okay.
He works with Hiram Maxim, who was chief
Yeah.
engineer of the U.S. Electric Lighting Company. He's doing incredible things with Hiram Maxim.
Yes.
So he is supervising lighting systems
Okay.
being installed in New York, Montreal, Philadelphia. He travels to London to build a light bulb factory on behalf of Maxim.
How amazing.
I know.
Wow.
He's also developing or drawing out the designs for Maxim's patents.
Okay.
And he's also creating his own patents at this time as well.
Okay.
which
So
you'll
he's
see in
working
3D.
on his own stuff, but supporting other people through their journeys.
Yes.
And he's completely self-taught. This
Yes.
is amazing.
Yeah. And then on this side, we learn more about Latimer working with Edison.
Okay. This is probably what he's known for most.
Yes. So he first works in his engineering department, and then for his board of patent control, he's with him for about 25 years, 26 years.
Okay.
He was also part of the Edison Pioneers.
Yeah.
So the
Oh, is
picture
this
right
them?
here. Yeah. So this one, and it's also in the front gallery
Okay.
as well. Can you find Latimer in this picture?
I'm looking for a brown-skinned man. Am I missing him?
He's there. He's staring right at you.
What? Where?
He's at the bottom, towards the bottom.
First person.
First
I
person,
literally
right
was
there.
like, I do not see him. There he is.
Yeah.
The only one.
Yes. As far as we know, in many of these spaces with Howard Maxim, with Thomas Edison, he was the only person of color working for these really wealthy engineers or wealthy inventors that had these like massive companies.
Yeah.
He was working in his New York offices with Edison, but again, the only person of color.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was a part of like the first generation of Black inventors who could actually patent their own ideas, which is also really exciting.
This is really exciting. Sorry, I just keep scanning the photo because I'm
Yeah.
like, he really truly is by himself.
Yeah. There's also a poem
About this? That he wrote. Oh, is it on display?
It is on display.
Where's the poem?
That'll take us to the next room. The design is very intentional.
Yes.
Yes, so working with Edison's team, some experiences in London and Montreal, he was facing discrimination. People were doubting his abilities, questioning how he's there, why he's there, and he had to kind of continuously state his purpose and kind of prove as to why he's there.
Yeah.
But he writes a poem, Unconquered and Unconquerable, about his experiences and his determination to be doing what he's doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a reason why I'm seeing this right now in my life. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
That is, I think, one of the really exciting things about working in this museum, working with Latimer's story, is that there are so many connection points to who he was, whether it's him, his family. There's a lot to connect to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I already was, but to see it all and even the drawings that are surrounding us, I'm just inspired.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I mean, I'm in front of the wall that talks about his parents.
Oh, tell me more.
So, do you know anything about his parents?
No.
Okay. So we have a picture of George Latimer in the corner right here.
Okay.
We don't have any of his mother, Rebecca, unfortunately.
Okay.
But they were both enslaved.
They escaped. Correct. I did know that.
Do you know how they did it?
No.
Okay, so we're in 1842.
Okay.
We're in Virginia.
Okay.
Do you notice anything about George Latimer?
Yeah, he looks like he is very fair-skinned.
So George Latimer's father was a plantation owner. George himself was still enslaved, as was his wife, Rebecca. Rebecca is pregnant. She's going to have her first child, one of Latimer's older siblings, and they both decide they don't want their children born into bondage. And they decide to escape, with George posing as her enslaver. So that allows them to escape from Virginia to Baltimore to Philadelphia, all the way to Boston.
Okay.
Again, we're in 1842.
Yes.
When they get there, George is arrested. He's recognized by someone who knew his enslaver, and he's arrested. And that sparks this incredible community movement. There was already a very active Black community in Boston and an anti-slavery movement in Boston as well. This is before 1850 and the Fugitive Slave Act.
Right.
So we have both of their reward notices down here.
$50. Is that a higher reward at this time?
I'm actually not sure.
I'm like $50 in this 1850-ish time period.
I would imagine so.
Okay.
I'm not super sure.
Okay.
But we have the reward notices. George's enslaver was very adamant to have him back. But we also have the journals that were developed and circulated in the area. We have petitions that were signed to try to help other people escaping from enslavement, to ensure that they couldn't be held by government officials or in government buildings and offices. People like Frederick Douglass get involved in this case.
I saw Frederick Douglass's picture out there. That makes sense.
Yep. So they stay in contact throughout. Frederick Douglass and Lewis Latimer stay in contact throughout their lives. But this is like one of Douglass's first early cases. As well.
Okay.
Yeah. So this incredible movement is happening before Lewis is even born in 1848.
This is amazing history.
Yeah. And then we've got Lewis's script down here, also telling the story of his parents as well.
He's the youngest.
He had two brothers and one sister, and then he was born too.
Okay.
Yeah. So this also kind of gives more context as to why I think it was important for him to be able to serve in the Civil War and kind of support the emancipation of people who looked like him, of people like his parents. His brother's also enlisted in the war as well.
So they went together as a
They
unit.
didn't go together.
Okay.
Not that we know of, at least.
Okay.
But they all kind of served
Okay.
at some point. Yeah. And Lewis serves in the Navy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. The rest of this room is about how Lewis and his beautiful wife, Mary, made this house into a loving home for their 2 daughters.
Yeah.
So we're surrounded by
Oh, look at this.
just what the family life was like. We have a few pictures of the interior of the house with the family in the house. I think that's from one of their Manhattan apartments.
How cool.
Yeah. So they're in Manhattan for some time, Brooklyn, and then they move here and actually buy this house.
Okay.
Yeah. So I read off a list of Latimer's other hobbies. Do you remember what that list was?
Poet.
Yes.
Artist.
Yes.
Draftsman. Inventor. Man, you're such an educator. I do not remember the whole list. I'm like, what was the whole list?
Well, there are a few references in this room.
Musician?
Who's a musician.
I'm like,
Yes.
Okay.
So he didn't play the piano, but his older daughter, Imogen, did.
okay.
This is actually a portrait that Lewis draws of Imogen.
Oh.
So you see his like artistic skill here.
Yeah.
She actually attended Juilliard before it was known as Juilliard.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And then Louise, the younger daughter, there's actually pictures
Of her?
the 2 of them right here as well.
Okay.
Louise was an artist, and she attended Pratt, so we actually have her class picture from Pratt as well.
What a talented family.
Yeah.
Oh,
The pictures here as well.
I love this. Now, who are these?
So that's Lewis and Mary. That was, I think, their 50th anniversary.
Wow.
And it was a big event. Like, there was an ad in the paper talking about it.
It was a huge
well.
deal.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal.
Okay.
They had a very, in like writings from the granddaughter, Winifred, who we'll see in a second, life of love.
Okay.
They were partners. Mary travels with him to London. She kind of recounts their time together. She actually signs as a witness for one of his patents.
Okay.
So I think their collaboration really kind of helped him to also really help to support him and then support the daughters.
They were
as well.
a true unit.
They were a true unit.
Love this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
One last thing in this room.
I was like, wait, there's something else?
With the reopening, we have some new interactives in this space, which
Okay.
is really exciting. This one, it kind of gives you like a tinkering
Feel.
steampunk vibe. It was designed by the exhibition designers, Isometric, and then developed by the by Kudos Design Collaborator, who did the other interactives in the space. So that was a collaboration there. But why don't you give it a crank?
Okay.
Actually, I will tell you when to stop.
You're going to tell me when to stop. Okay. Oh.
Keep going.
The end.
Okay, pause until you hear audio.
The Evan
Okay.
Venus
Yep, pause.
by Lewis Latimer. Let others boast of maidens fair, of eyes of blue and golden hair. My heart, like needle never true, turns to the maid of ebon hue. I love her form of matchless grace, the dark brown beauty of her face, her lips that speak of love's delight, her eyes that gleam as stars at night. Or marble Venus let them rage, who set the fashion of the age, each to his taste, but as for me, my Venus shall be ebony.
Who wrote that?
What do you think?
Well, it could have been anybody in this talented family. Oh, okay. I was like, it could have been Mary. It could have been Juilliard. I can't remember her name.
Imogen.
Imogen. I'm like, it could have been any of them.
No, all these. So there were 22 poems that were published. For his 77th birthday, Mary had just passed a year prior. So his family and friends trying to cheer him up. But this is a book of his poetry.
That's
and so we pulled out 6 of them here, and they're all different.
I see.
This is a staff favorite and my favorite.
Okay,
about
that's
his
why you
wife,
said
Mary,
let me pause there. Okay.
But there's My Soul Will Be a Star. It's talking about a legacy. The Endless Chain, about experiences working. Love is All, so kind of like building community, fostering community.
This is beautiful.
It is.
This is like legacy building. Mm-hmm. When I shall die, my soul will be a star. Mm-hmm. You know, I love it. Set in the depths of heaven's boundless blue.
Do you want to hear the first part?
I do.
My soul will be a star. When I shall die, my soul will be a star, set in the depths of heaven's boundless blue. And I will ever watch this earth afar, and note the good, the tender, and the true.
That's beautiful.
To smile and answer to each wandering eye, to look in sadness on all strife and war, and twinkle sympathy to those who sigh. To those who weep, I'll lend my softest light, and send sweet hope down on a tender beam. To those who love, I'll give a gleam more bright than radiates out from a poet's dream. I'll guide the sailor over the treacherous sea, and bring his bark safe to the foreign strand, and warn when dangers threaten on his lee, and smile greet him when he's safe on land. I'll peep into the window of each home, where sorrow bows the loving parent's head, and bring sweet tidings of the loved who roam, and whisper messages from dear ones dead. When I shall die, my soul will be a star, and I shall watch when the bright sun is gone, beaming most brightly when days afar, and fade into the sunlight of the waking morn. When I shall die, my soul will be a star, to smile on earth through ages yet to come, to guide and comfort all the souls that are, and welcome others to their final home.
It's beautiful. I get why that was one of the 6 selected. I think of like the scene from Lion King when Mufasa tells Simba, like, I'll always be with you, and he's going to be the star looking down. It's the same energy, right? And it means so much too, is like, my soul will be a star, like also legacy building. Like, I'm not going anywhere. My legacy lasts forever. Yeah, a legacy
of imagination.
I'm like, this is fantastic. I love it.
Very well thought out. He was
very
very
soulful.
A soulful engineer, soulful inventor.
We need to say that again, because engineers get a bad rap for being like not charismatic, kind of strange. Like, no, really, very thoughtful and really trying to build something very human, full of love. It is very the opposite of what people would stereotypically say is an inventor or an engineer.
Right. Yeah. He also obviously bridged his love of the arts and sciences and his personal career.
Yes.
So all of the drawings, at least in this room, were done by him. So those 2 at the top, as well as this really like delicate flower vase.
Like
and he would talk about that. He presents at a conference in Chicago, talking about Chicago, Connecticut.
Okay.
Talking about the importance of bridging the arts and sciences.
I'm with him on that. We have a song where we are talking about STEAM because people leave out art so often, and how important it actually is to connect the two. Yeah. If you truly want to be a creative and an innovator. Yeah. Lewis Latimer, we're like this. Yeah. I get you.
That's why he's a really. I said that he's a great person just because there's so many different connection points.
Yes.
He's also a great person for students to learn about because of how he molded and infused all of his hobbies
in
together.
His life. Yeah. It doesn't seem to make sense in the way we do siloed education, but he's a good example of why we should show more of the connectedness of the world.
Yeah.
I love that.
Exactly. This room is called Community Center, and so we're learning about the past and then the present here. Okay. So this wall talks about the other Black intellectuals, activists that Latimer knew, whether they gathered at this home, whether he would communicate with them through letters. So do you recognize anybody down here?
Frederick Douglass.
Okay. How do we know Frederick Douglass?
Why do I know Frederick? I mean, we learned about Frederick Douglass.
Well, how do we know about him from
because he helped with the Latimer meetings, right? Like organizing the abolitionist movement in... Was it Philadelphia?
Boston.
Oh, Boston.
Yep. Okay. Anybody else?
I feel like I should know who that is, and I can't think of who that is.
Which one, number 4?
5. No,
Number
who's
5.
4? Booker. I'm like, come on.
Okay.
I'm like, I know who this is, but I can't think of who this is.
So he knew both Booker T. Washington and W. Du Bois and was friends with both of
Yes.
them. There's actually a letter from Booker T. in the case over there
Okay.
where they're discussing Samuel Scott Trone. He was another Black inventor. He was ousted from the Brooklyn
Wait,
Board
what
of
is his
Education.
name?
Samuel Scott Trone.
I don't know who Samuel Scott Trone is. Tell me more.
Another inventor who I will look up and give information.
Okay, because I was like, wait a minute, this might be another person I need to explore.
You should.
Okay.
I want to say the ironing board, but I don't want to be wrong.
Okay.
So I will.
I'll look into it too.
Yes.
That's fantastic. But they all knew each other.
Definitely get that type letter.
Okay.
Yes, technically, they all knew each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Latimer knew Du Bois through his daughter, Louise. So we have her class picture right here. So this is her.
Okay.
On the second row. She designed this cover for the Crisis magazine.
Okay, so I just read this book about W.E.B. Du Bois, and it was about the crisis and the woman who actually ran the crisis.
Okay.
What is her name? I just finished this book last week. I will have to go back and but it was about their relationship and how she actually was the reason why the crisis was so popular, because she was the first literary editor and no one had a woman in that type of a role before. She was basically the editor. WB was the editor for real, but she did all of it.
Right.
It was fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a fiction book based, it's historical fiction. So obviously the author took some liberties with things, but all of it was rooted in historical fact.
Very cool. Send me the name.
I will.
Send me the name.
I can't wait. I'm like, I want to pull it out because I take notes on everything. But yeah, I'm like, oh, this is great. The Crisis. It was the #1 Black magazine for years. People all over read it. They actually even were part of the movement for anti-lynching. See, I'm telling you, I learned it from that book.
That's a good book. That sounds like a good book.
Yes.
So just a few people he knew. He would also collaborate with people like Victoria L. Matthews. She was formerly enslaved, but he worked with her and other people to support either elderly communities in Brooklyn and in New York, but also to support Black Americans who were migrating from the South to the North.
To provide that support. Who else did we see here? Fantastic. This is great.
Richard T. Greener was the consul, part of President McKinley's consul to Bombay, but he invites Latimer to this conference for colored men, National Conference for Colored Men in Chicago. He handwrites this invitation. Latimer can't attend, but he writes that he is heart and soul in the movement.
Okay.
So that's kind of the title or the
see.
subtitle for this wall here.
I love it.
Yeah. We have a reference to his time in the war. So he served in the Navy. He was on a gunboat protecting supply lines in Virginia. When he moves to Flushing, he joins a veterans group, the Grand Army of the Republic. And so this is his uniform. That's actually him at the top holding a flag.
Oh, awesome.
That's his handwriting, writing about his time in the war. They would do reenactments and would talk about the Civil War. So he was very proud
of his service. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's a picture of the family. So we have Lewis, Mary, Winifred as a little girl.
Okay.
Her brother Gerald, Louise, Mary, Gerald, Emma Jeanette's husband.
Okay, I was like, I don't know who that is.
Who's one of the first Black educators, or recognized educators in the state. And then other family friends as well.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I love that you guys have these photos.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so and then Winifred.
Yes.
Super important. So she's here as a little girl.
Yes.
Can you find Winifred using this wheel right here?
Oh, why is Delta Sigma Theta up there?
It's also connected.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
I'm not a hater though. I love all of the D9.
If I did pledge, it would have to be Delta.
We were bonding a little bit, and then I feel like it just went downhill.
Sorry. Adrian, I'm sorry.
Now I don't even want to do that.
Well, we gotta find Winifred, who was a Delta.
Oh,
yeah. So that's the
sense.
connection. Yeah.
Okay. So that's her connection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There she is.
Okay. So we have Winifred here, and you
Yes.
click on that silver button
Okay.
to learn more about her.
Oh, how beautiful. Okay.
So she is the granddaughter. She co-chaired the Save the Latimer House Committee.
Okay. So she's the reason why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought they still owned the house at one point, right? And I read on the wall not till 1963.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that she preserved her own family's legacy.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So Lewis lived here till he passed in
Yeah.
1928. Louise, the younger daughter, took over until she passed in 63.
Okay.
It was then sold to different neighbors and community members.
Okay.
It went through a few changes on the outside, so you'll see those on the timeline outside as well as in the corner.
Okay.
And then it was going to be demolished. It was sold to a developer in 1988.
No.
It was going to be demolished, but Winifred becomes a family historian. She co-chairs this committee with her brother, the borough president at the time.
Okay.
They raise over $20,000 to have the house moved right here.
Moved.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. So there are actually pictures in the corner of the house moving. And then we have
Winifred
Winifred
it's on
at
a
the
truck.
top.
Okay.
It's on a truck.
I'm
Yes.
like, it's on a truck.
That's how they moved
picked
it.
up. They picked it up and moved it. I love this. So where was it before?
So it was about 1.5 miles away.
Okay.
We're around here on Levitt Street, right here.
Yes.
The house was originally on Holly Street.
That's
Right
far.
there. 1.5 miles. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Imogenette and her husband and Winifred and Gerald, their son, lived right here on Juniper Street as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they moved 1.5 miles, and now we're here in his home.
Now we're here. We have video of the house moving as well. It's on our Bloomberg Connects guide as well as on our YouTube page.
That's
You
really
can actually
cool.
see it moving throughout the streets.
I mean, I love this.
Yeah. Oh, and then Winifred is featured heavily in this room. So she's up here watching her hard work, watching the house moving. She's there as a little girl. She's here on our Together We Rise Interactive. And she's also down here receiving an award on behalf of her grandfather's work at the Henry Street Settlement, where he taught drafting to local immigrants, to recent immigrants.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So he was also an educator.
He was an educator. I mean, all the things.
Hugh Price is his great-grandnephew. He is now a board emeritus. He lives in Yonkers. He's very active.
Okay.
They have a long name, but we call them Local 3. There is an electricians union named after Lewis Latimer as well. We have what was the congregation of the Unitarian Church that he co-founded. It disbanded around COVID, but they were still here for some time.
COVID did a lot of damage in a lot of different ways.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are just different community members. And then last thing in this room, I'll mention. So remember I said that I forgot to highlight it in the room. Yeah. That patent from the shoes.
Yes, the number.
So there's a reference in here. So Siobhan Nichols, who is an incredible artist, she's a Queens-based artist. She designed Beacon in 2021.
Okay.
It was right outside and it would light up. And it's
cool.
Wait,
where is this now?
It's now back in New York. It was at the Getty for some time. It just made its way back last year. It would light up at night.
That's really cool. And she designed it.
She did. So she worked with, it was a collaboration between our museum, Siobhan, and then Beam, who works with teens and young adults to actually fabricate installations, which is really cool. So teens get to do this. That's
really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So this is like a continuous gift, because I feel like Lewis Latimer would love that about the art connection, invention, education. What a beautiful way to honor his legacy.
Yeah. There's a quick timeline of the house. So when they buy it in 1902, we see how different it looked in the 80s, and then we were landmarked and restored.
Got it.
And then reopened
in 99. Wait, when did it? This is just when you did the remodel, right?
And remodel is just the permanent exhibition.
Got
so
it.
like the vinyl, we redid the floors.
Mm-hmm.
But in the 90s is when they restored
Got it.
the house. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And the last room that we'll see
Yes.
was his home office. So it was an adjustment that Latimer made right when they buy the house.
Okay.
When the house moved, it actually didn't fit on the truck. So they had to remove it and then rebuild
And then put it back on. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So we'll see that.
Okay.
This is the patent that I forgot to mention when we were in here. This was a different way for clamping filaments inside of the rifle.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's how they ended up actually working and lasting longer.
Mhm.
Love this.
So we're not actually sure how this one was used.
Okay.
For at least the main one that I'll show you in a second, his
Mhm.
improvement for the process, he had to sign those away to Hiram Maxim as he was working for a large company. And as many inventors did, they had to sign away those kind of patent rights.
Womp womp.
Yeah. But it looks like there was some interference between Latimer, Edison, and Weston, who were all kind of at the same time thinking of different ways of reducing the use of materials.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is before he works with Edison. So Edison knew of Latimer for quite some time.
Hence why he recruited him to his Edison pioneers. Got it.
Well, to Edison pioneers, but also why he hires him about four years later.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so then this is the actual document that we still have.
That's really good.
Yeah. So this one patent inspired the piece by Siobhan Nichols as well as Steph Curry's
Shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay. Okay, so this is the last main room. This was actually Lewis Latimer's home office.
Fantastic.
So he does the drawings and designs for this space, and then neighbors actually help him to build it.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is where we do our programming, so our field trips, our family programs, our adult programs all happen in this space. We are surrounded by more of Latimer. So whether it's the photo right behind you, whether it's these patents right here, these words to describe him and how he was as an artist, a visionary, a poet, an inventor, luminary, activist, innovator. We're surrounded by his drawings for both just observation, drawings for work. So you're able to kind of see more of like where that skill comes in. We're even surrounded by his two daughters, some unfinished poetry. One is like a really playful phone conversation.
Okay.
Another is about Marie's, which was a black a restaurant in New York City or in Manhattan that was open to Black Americans at this time.
It's also written about in that book.
Was it in the book?
Yeah,
Oh,
I kid
that's so
you not.
cool.
That
Okay.
sounds like, oh, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to have to give you that. Yeah.
We have ideas that Latimer didn't patent, so we think this was different ideas for communication between ships at sea.
Oh, I see.
He was thinking about elevator safety.
Okay.
And Mary actually writes about this one in one of her journals, just that
Okay.
he's like working on it. She really hopes that he's really successful because he's working so hard on these different ideas.
Things, yeah.
The invention machine is our other interactive where you can explore all 7 of his patents in 3D. So we have this one. Can you guess what is happening here?
It looks like it's printing, stamping.
Close. What is being printed or stamped?
I don't know. It looks like circuitry still. Oh, they're filaments. Okay.
Okay, so let me reset this one. So this was Latimer's patent to improve the way that filaments were actually created.
Oh.
They were made previously using metal molds, which meant that the material is prone to breakage. So his idea was to coat the material in carbon and then encase it in an envelope, a cardboard envelope.
That's
so
what I was looking. Yeah.
when it's baked, that the materials are kind of expanding and contracting at the same time, which means there's less breakage.
Yes, it's heat controlled.
Stronger, it's heat controlled, which meant that it was meant to be more affordable to make and then easier to access.
Fantastic.
So this is the main one. Unfortunately, this is one of the ones where he signs away the patent to Maxim, to the electric lighting company. So we're not exactly sure how it was used.
Okay.
But he still has credit for this improvement and for this idea. As well as this one, thinking of different ways of securing arc lighting. So that was used before the incandescent light bulb. You have these two carbon rods here. A really bright spark would be produced in between those rods. So this is mostly used for outdoor spaces.
Oh, like that seems dangerous.
Yes.
Inside.
Yes.
Okay.
So mostly used outdoors. But there is this one. There was the more economical way of clamping filaments that we saw.
We saw that. Yep.
But he also was thinking about public safety and public health. Are you familiar with this one?
No.
Okay.
A cooling apparatus.
Yeah, so what do you think this one does?
Well, cooling. I don't know. Okay, a cooling apparatus through wooden rods, has a fabric screen. What are we trying to cool down? You said public health. I don't know.
So imagine we're in Manhattan, 1886, summertime.
Is this for your windows? Interesting. This is a AC unit, basically. That makes sense. Hence why we still have blinds. Wow.
So water, either cold water, disinfecting liquid, or deodorizing liquid would be put into this tray. It would trickle down this screen. So as like air is coming through, it's being cooled, deodorized, or disinfected. And Mary signs as a witness on this patent. Let me restart it real quick. That's her name right there.
I love it.
Locking hat rack for coats, umbrellas, and canes.
Why did it need a lock?
For public spaces. You could hold it in place.
Ah, that kind of lock, not security lock.
So there's like
interesting.
a little cane right there. A book support, and then an improved toilet on train cars.
Oh, they still need to continue to do this work.
They do.
Yeah, we need to further this work.
But the idea was to kind of add a door and a lever down here, so where you open the toilet lid, you're still protected against sparks and dust from below the tracks. Otherwise, a gust of wind comes up and it would just come in your face. So it was like a last-minute resort. So he and a colleague add a lever and a door down here. Sand pushes waste down, so it's just a little safer, a little more efficient to use. So he was, yes, an electrical engineer, but he was also identifying other problems
that needed to be solved.
Exactly.
Period. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the tour.
That's the tour. I feel like I went over, but
it's fine. It was a good tour. I learned a lot. I like history. You just appealed to the nerdy side of me, and I just thank you because it was a beautiful tour. It's a beautiful place. If you are in New York, come check out the Lewis Latimer House.
Come visit us.